two items. Actually, I received one of these today in my mail, not both of them, just for the record. From Lake Worth residents in reference to, this is the one I received, owners of Gold Coast Towers, speeding in Lake Worth near the bridge. A few of the owners of Gold Coast Towers are concerned with auto and truck speed in the general vicinity on Lake of Lucerne between Federal and the Drawbridge. 50 miles per hour is not uncommon. This makes crossing each main thoroughfare hazardous to walking pedestrians. We'd like from the city of Lake Worth, 1, a traffic study showing the speeds from average to highest, 2, a 2016 record of speeding tickets in the area, and 3, a plan for traffic calming. Our thanks for your interest in this matter. Signed by a number of people. Do I need to read all of the names? I don't know if I can.
Make it available.
It's public.
It's public, right? Okay. Okay. This one, which I'm just seeing on the dais here tonight, this is from noise abatement laws from Lake Worth residents. Dear Mayor Triolo and Commissioners, we are residents of Lake Worth who live and work here. Noise has become a serious quality of life issue for many. We question whether we can endure it much longer. Motorcycles and cars drive freely with no mufflers. Why doesn't Lake Worth enforce its own noise abatement laws? Please advise. And this also signed by a number.
And those are mostly from 15 South Gulfview. So they're both in similar, there's a few,
All in the same area.
but they're both petitions are in the same, both of them came
yeah.
about. I got calls from people who said, hey, we have a concern about this, what can we do? And this was what came out of that.
And they come from Gulfview, Lake Osborne, South J, North J, Lake Osborne, Gulfview. Alright. Up next, Luis Rodriguez, followed by Lynn Anderson.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Everybody happy? I'm sorry that I'm not happy. I'm glad to be here. And I hope everybody agree with me and then we might do something. They know how long I've been living in the city of Lake Worth.
Oh, so you have to speak into the microphone if you wouldn't
Oh, I'm
mind?
sorry, I speak loud. But anyway, thank you for giving me the opportunity to stand here and talk about the issues. He talked about the issues speeding in our streets, you know, really bad. But not only speeding, parking, really, really, really bad. Nobody's doing nothing about it. I had the chance to go into one of the meetings and request a meeting with the Mr. Amoroso, who was tied up and told me, call me, and we talked about it. Okay, call him up. Said, well, I'm busy. Call me such and such day. Well, I did it again. I called him again, and believe me, I felt so bad.
You have to direct it towards me. I'm
You
sorry.
put me down so bad. And I was doing, just trying to help the city in which I've been living for 31 years. Same house. My house because it's paid for, my house. Okay? But you put me down, and I don't think it's right.
Direct it, you have to direct all your comments to me.
Nobody,
I take it all. Trust me.
no, we haven't done nothing.
One of the perks.
We haven't done nothing. And I just want to help the city in which I paid to retire to live the rest of my life. I've been living in the United States for 65 years. Born citizen of the United States. Not because you're a native Floridian, you're better than me, or better than anybody here. I can care less if you were born in Florida, or born in New York, or New Jersey, whatever. But don't put me down, don't hate me with that stuff.
Direct towards me, sir.
I was really to help the city, and you put me something to that. I'm gonna drop this in here, okay? Because I took the chance to get it, give it to you, so maybe we do something. Maybe we do something about parking,
Thank
because
you,
it's
sir.
really, really bad. Really, really bad. And I've been telling you people for a long time. I know the sheriff department's tied up.
Thank you, sir.
And enough is enough, okay? And
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Lynn Anderson, and that was 1517 18th Avenue North.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Lynn Anderson, followed by Eric Brown.
Good evening. Lynn Anderson, 2204 Lake Osborne Drive.
I want to thank everybody up here tonight. Really interesting reports, I thought. Great stuff. So thanks very much. Did you meet a lot of interesting mayors there? I'm here tonight really to thank Commissioner Ryan Meyer for his 2 years of service to our city. It certainly wasn't always easy with less than a cordial diocese at times. A few people from the public saying unkind and unwarranted things, even going to a point of filing code violations against him, one being a local downtown business owner. Some in our city never got over the fact that he beat an incumbent with over 57% of the vote. It didn't matter to them that he voted with the majority of the commission 98% of the time. It was the 2% that bothered people, and they never let him forget it. I want to thank Commissioner Meyer for always standing up for the people, not politics, and best of luck to you in the future. Thank you.
Eric Brown, followed by Kathy Turk.
Good evening. I'm up here to show my support for law enforcement. As we all know, recently in Orlando, we lost Sergeant Deborah Clayton, who I used to work with for 3.5 years before I moved down here to West Palm. And I just want to say that if we here in Lake Worth and Palm Beach County as a whole can get training for civilians and for law enforcement together, so the situation in Orlando will happen down here, that would be great. Sort of like a Citizens Academy, if we can, in Lake Worth. Have Citizens Academy where the citizens can see how law enforcement operates, how government operates. While in Orlando, I was a part of the Mayor Citizens Academy. And I learned a lot, traveled around with law enforcement. Chief John Mina, actually, we're very close. He's one of my mentors. And we actually traveled back and forth a lot through different parts of Orlando before I came down here. So even for the law enforcement officer here, I support you. And I'm very supportive of law enforcement. And for the civilians, if we can have like a Citizens Academy down here where we can just see how law enforcement operates on a day-to-day activities. Even during the summertime, we can have youth programs so that the youth can travel with the law enforcement part of like a youth academy or something. If we can do that here in Lake Worth, I will be glad to show my support and even put my hand in to help if that would be possible. So I'm just here to say that let's continue to show support for law enforcement, and we as citizens, let's just continue to come together and try to bridge the gap.
Thank you. Kathy Turk, followed by Marianne Polisi.
I don't need to talk.
Okay.
I had a really good 2 minutes, but I'm happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Marianne Polisi, followed by Pat Alston.
I'm Marianne Polisi, 1529 South Palm Way, also a candidate for District 4. I also want to thank Ryan Meyer for his service. We worked together in the Sister City Board, and I am so sorry for your loss of your father and grandmother. I'm very, very sorry for that. I wish that we could have done something for him as a city. It was sad with regret that we couldn't. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
In respect to the sober homes, you're really rocking it with PPSO and the Heroin Task Force. There, one by me I thought was doing really, really great. They came to my neighborhood association meetings, did everything. They went as far as lying to me and telling me they were FARR approved. I did research them. They even called me at night to tell me when people would relapse. I found out they were not FARR approved. I approached them. A week later, it's for sale sign went up. And that's on South Federal Highway. I've never had any problem with them. But on 15th Avenue South in Federal, at a place that was a recovery house for men, has now turned in a recovery house for men and women. prostitution, crime, drug trafficking, it's a mess. And it's affecting the White Horse mental health. I'm really sorry to see what happened with Gulfstream. Not quite sure the whole story behind that, but I'm sorry that that's, I guess, not going to happen. I did find out, because I'm in contact with Dr. R., who's with the Sober Homes. I'm sure Commissioner Amoroso knows. And I found out a very interesting thing, that Miami has practically no problem with sober homes, believe it or not. And so my time's up.
Thank you. Pat, followed by Edward Proctor. Is it all shoot or all shut? Shut. It's okay. Potato, sorry.
Pat and I are going to do a dual presentation. I have a card in too, so we might bleed over a little bit when I talk for 2 minutes, but she's going to talk about the tour. I'm going to talk about the book. I'm going to give a book report tonight. So, my name's Wes Blackman. I'm representing the Cottages of Lake Worth Board tonight, and I live at 241 Columbia Drive. The books arrived in November of last year in time for the holiday season, and I am pleased to report that we have sold over 600 books. And I'd like to thank specific people who are selling them without taking a share of the sales price, and that's Indy Amoroso, our commissioner, at his shop, Barry at the beach, the t-shirt shop, and Dr. Holliday, who's a dentist in town, and Patty at the New Flower Shop is also going to do that, so that's nice. And the Cultural Council and the Historical Society of Palm Beach County have them in their gift shops on a consignment arrangement, and we've also done that with realtors. People continue to buy multiple books, especially through the holiday season, and send them up north to family and friends. This was the original intention of the group. And think of them as modern, heavy, large postcards. All the proceeds from the sale of the book go back to the 501c3 nonprofit Cottages of Lake Worth, Inc. group, which helps to promote our unique historic residential environment here through our walking, biking, and driving guides, signage, and the annual Inside the Cottages tour, which you'll hear about in a minute. And we may even do some more books in the future. Financially speaking, we have more than broken even covering the cost of the book with underwriting and book sales. And I put together a PowerPoint presentation to accompany a talk on Lake Worth history and the development of the group and the book. So far, that has included presentations to the Boynton Beach Historical Society and an appearance on the Briny Breezes closed circuit TV channel, which is initials BBC, so I've been on the BBC. We have been invited to more events like these, so you'll be seeing those on YouTube for the general public to see. And we thank you for your
sharing time. So it's two and two.
thank you for your support of the Cottages Group and the creation of the book, and especially thank you for the ad on the electronic billboard on 95, advertising the tour. That was a surprise. So, Pat.
Okay, turn that timer off. Need a little time for moving around, changing microphones. Hold your time. Hold that timer.
Yeah, you pull it up, yeah. He's a little taller.
Hi, my name is Pat Alsha, and I'm the coach here for the Cottages of Lake Worth. We had an event last year in which we sold 350 tickets, and we sold all our tickets out before time. This is an event where we open up so many cottages, I believe it was 13 last year, in which people actually buy tickets so they can view these different cottages, because cottages are very small and they're hard to live in. We have more cottages of which you might know or may not know, that more cottages in the state of Florida than in a city in the state of Florida. This year we are showing 16 cottages, and one of our special treats is the Lakeside Castle. We are doing the Bryant Park and South Conway area. We're also serving food and refreshments and so forth. We sold our tickets all out in advance, and do I have? 500 tickets, we sold out, and I have the phone at my house, and the tickets, people are begging for tickets, so,
Sold a thousand.
Scalper.
yeah, Easy has sold 1,000, so we're really, really proud of what's going on, and I think a lot of it has to do with our reputation from last year, so we're quite excited about it.
Thank you. Edward Proctor?
I'd like to thank everybody, first of all. I live at 703 North K Street, and I've been here now for 5 years. I have gone through a lot of changes. Y'all built a 1.3 million thoroughfare from Dixie to the golf course. In the past 5 years, there's been 28 accidents, 3 cars in my front yard, a school that's 2 blocks from my house, no speed limit zone the whole way down here, the street that y'all bought. There's 2 fire hydrants that are not marked. It's a thoroughfare with everybody can park down the street. A PBSO officer got hit the other night because someone ran a stop sign. And this is 7th Avenue and K. I want y'all please make note of this.
North?
Yes, ma'am. This has been going on now for 5 years. I've been nice. Those guys right there, they're the best. Y'all need to fix this. When those kids are gonna get killed on that street, I'm telling y'all. Thank you.
Thanks. Amari Hardy, followed by Ellie Whitty.
He's not there. Of course he's not there.
Hello, my name is Omari Hardy, and I live at 1736 Lake Worth Road. I'm also a candidate for City Commission in District 2. I came here initially to speak about the Wawa situation, but as Vice Mayor Maxwell said, I don't have to talk about it because it's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen because of the leadership and the organizing prowess of the lady sitting over there whose name is Captain Church. It just goes to show that when people come together with the intention of doing something in their community, that they can achieve what their objective is, and I can't wait to see, how much closer together we can get in Tropical Ridge now that we got people like Kathy Turk leading us. Thank you.
Thank you. Ellie Whitty?
Good evening, I'm Ellie Whitty, also a candidate for Lake Worth City Commissioner, District 4, 31 South Golfview Road, Apartment 4. I want to talk about, we have promoted a florist that opened downtown. We've promoted businesses opening downtown. There is a Guatemalan lady that's been here for 23 years. She came from Guatemala. She learned her language. She now has not 1 but 2 businesses. It's directly across the street from City Hall. She opened up a little cantina called Le Monde. There's not a word about her. Nothing. 0. Ellie means business, and I stand for the business people. We need to do something as a city to promote our businesses. Thank you, Commissioners, and Your Honor. Advertise in the Lake Worth Herald, yes.
Thank you. Are there any more customers? Who's next? Am I getting one ice cream?